Hey guys, I hope everybody's doing well and everybody is staying healthy and safe. I wanted to quickly talk about the situation with the coronavirus in our province and how that affects our school. Basically, up until this point, we have only 3 confirmed cases, and in the province where I live in Canada, and people are definitely starting to get into a panic mode. The shelves in the stores are getting empty, and also like all public events have been cancelled. Pretty much all sport games where a large amount of people can come together. And we also received an email from our school officials that they will be rethinking how the final exams are going to look like in April, because until April it's a long time yet and the situation can change drastically. So they are thinking of finding the ways to move classes online if it needs to be, and also we'll be rethinking the final exams schedule because it's now set. We have a final exam schedule ready, and in my case it's really beneficial for me. Like, I have really good schedule this semester, so that might be changing, and also the format of the exams also might be changing. So there could possibly be alternative ways to assess our performance, and especially if we move on to online classes at some point. I'm not really sure what to think of the whole thing. I would, of course, prefer that everything stays the same and there wouldn't be all that fuss going on, but it is what it is, and I understand fully why that's happening, just to prevent the spread. Also, in some classes, attendance is taken, and from this point on, there won't be any attendance penalties if you miss class. I mean, you have to let the professor know that you're sick, but otherwise, the portion of the grade that was assigned for attendance will be taken away or modified. But the school, for now, is not planning to close. The only thing that they changed is that they also cancelled all public events, public speakings, and things like that. And that's about it. At this point, that's what's happening in my school. Also, the public schools, elementary, middle, and high schools are all open. Everybody's supposed to attend as long as they're healthy. And if you're sick, you're supposed to stay home. So that's the requirement, and I mean, it's common sense. So that's how the situation looks like today, and if there will be any changes in that regard, I will keep you guys updated. Yeah, and otherwise the plan for today is just to prepare for my lectures tomorrow. And the last week and a half I've been paying a lot of attention to that habit. I want to be consistent with pre-reading for classes and being able to read ahead a little bit so that I can participate in class, I can ask questions, and generally like have that second review in class rather than just seeing it for the first time and not being able to understand anything. I've tried doing this consistently over the past week and a half, and I could tell that there is difference. There is definitely a benefit. I was able to ask really good questions in class. I was able to keep my participation up so that the participation mark in class will also be decent. And besides that, if you pre-read before the class and then you see the information in class one more time, it's like one more repetition, and the class kind of gets more interesting, I would say. For me personally, this strategy has been working really well. But I must mention that I'm up to date with all my assignments at this point, and I'm not rushing, and maybe that's why I was able to spend a little bit more time on that. But overall, I really want to keep that going. I think that's about it. I'm going to start reading. It's quite late. It's 10 p.m., 10, quarter after 10, and I have to get out at 6, so I will wrap up, and then I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye.